Hey guys, Christian here. This is Project Joy week 4 and 5. Had a really busy week last week, so I've just kind of combined these 2 weeks together. What I've been doing last week was I went to a SATE conference. I'm a theme park designer, so there's this conference thing in Florida, and I went and it was pretty cool. I made this cool video to kind of showcase and summarize like what happened. There's a lot of speakers, made a lot of connections, got multiple job leads, and networked with a lot of people. It's really successful. After the 3D workshop, I went with a friend over to Universal Studios and saw Harry Potter World, and that was really fun too. It was really cool, saw a bunch of stuff, and as a theme park designer, it's not just having fun, but it's also growing your visual vocabulary and experience the latest technologies and the latest state-of-the-art products, in which Harry Potter is kind of like the newest thing on the market right now. So I'm really glad to be able to see that. This week I did have some couple of emotional challenges, and I just kind of want to talk about them. One thing was, have you ever experienced seeing an ex before at a really what's that called? An unexpected location? Well, I did. When I was at the conference, I saw my ex from college, and when I first saw her, I was like really scared and I was shocked because it didn't end well, and I was like, oh crap, like, oh, I think she's gonna be mad at me or something like that, and I didn't want to avoid her like the entire thing because we're at the conference together. She also works in the amusement park industry, so I just went up to her and said hi, and we talked for a little bit, and that was it. And it was cool, to just be able to like, hey, okay, that's something I'm afraid of. You kind of face it, and it's not that big of a deal. And that was good. I was proud of myself. The second thing was, have you ever had the experience when this guy is talking a lot, and like he's kind of annoying and he's kind of arrogant, and I kind of had that experience too. But what I realized was that in seeing this arrogant guy like talk, and he's really smart too, I was kind of like, man, like he thinks he's so smart, but I'm actually smarter than him. Like he doesn't know what I'm talking about because I know what I'm talking about. And in that experience, I was like, wow, I'm actually really arrogant myself. Like I think this guy's annoying because I think I'm smarter than him. So in a sense, I'm even more arrogant than this guy. So that's some things I want to self-reflect on, and I want to check my humility and stuff like that too. So that was pretty interesting. Third thing was, so after the conference, I sent this video to a bunch of people I met at the conference, and there was this one lady who was like really angry with me, saying that I was spamming a lot of people and stuff like that, which was true. I was like self-marketing, and she said like I sent out 4 emails or something, which maybe I sent by mistake. I don't know. I think I might have messed up somehow, otherwise she wouldn't have gotten mad. But I quickly apologized. But that was actually kind of traumatic. I was kind of scared when she was like calling me like spamming and stuff like that, because she was a person of high authority in the organization. Not sure what I learned from that experience, except to do my emails correctly or something like that, or I don't know. I think what I learned was I followed the rule, never ask for permission, always beg for forgiveness, and it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever, just beg for forgiveness. But I think mentally I need to understand that sometimes people do get mad when you do something, and you do need to beg for forgiveness, and you have to be sincere. And sometimes when people are mad at you, it's not always so easy, like by never asking for permission and always going for it, you are taking risks, and sometimes there are consequences. And I think it's a reminder to myself that, hey, if you want to take big risks, you have to take consequences as well. I think someone mentioned, it was kind of like, take it, you can dish it but you can't take it, it's not the perfect analogy, but something like that. The fourth emotional challenge I had was, my mom was saying like, oh, like how I wasn't making enough money to support myself on my own. Right now I still live at home, and my mom really wants to be able to depend on me for money. And I guess it's kind of embarrassing and stuff like that. And she was also saying like, oh, like you're already 26, and if you want to marry, this is the whole marriage thing. I'm sure a lot of you experience this too. Like if you want to marry someone, you should be able to have a big savings account and have a steady job and everything like that. And I think that kind of, so it was an emotional trigger to me. Kind of like if you want to be a man, you should be able to support yourself. And you know, that's definitely something I want to do and I'm trying really hard. But for me, I just had a difficult time from it. I think what I learned from that thing was I was actually during that emotional challenge, I was trying to defend myself, saying like no, blah 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 blah. You know, I was like she was trying to attack me. But once I understood it a little closer, I think what I should have said was, hey, I'm really confident I'm gonna find a job soon. I'm really confident that I'm gonna start making a lot of money and be able to support you, and I'll be able to have a stable job. And if I have a wife, I'll be able to support her too, no problem. I'm really confident that I got this and I'm working hard. And I think that's what I needed to say, and I needed to have that confidence within myself. Yeah, for emotional challenges. Okay, and what else? So how do I feel this week? This week I feel really tired, like really tired because 2 weeks ago I went to a Nomon workshop, which was like a 20-hour, 2-day workshop in Hollywood. And that was really fun, except really tiring. 2 days later, I'm on a plane to Florida. 3 days of networking, hardcore networking. And then I go to Harry Potter World for a day of fun and then fly back. So exhausted. Definitely feel very exhausted. I've been resting for a week and I think I need 1 more week to fully recover. And like just get my values in line and like meditate a little bit. I just need some time to rest and get myself into shape. One thing that I'm doing to kind of get myself into so if I learned anything from this, it's that once you get out of momentum, like I had a weekly schedule thing, it's really hard to get back into momentum. So either you get back into momentum immediately, or you have a setup or a rest day, or I don't know. But just know that once you're out of momentum, going back up to the speed is really hard. And lastly, so what I've been also doing this week is I've been developing these new habits. Want to exercise more. You know, I haven't been exercising recently because I've been so tired. And I realized my theme park stuff, it's not, my skills aren't improving that much. So I'm doing a 100-day challenge. And every day I am doing a dance video every day. And I'm doing I work on illustration for 30 minutes every morning. And I do that for the first thing. Dance video is only a minute long and it's 30-minute drawing, so it's not that much time. I think I can do it for 100 days. I've done a lot of 30-day challenges before, so I'm gonna try to up the ante and try a 100-day one just for fun. Yeah, lastly, and some name painting stuff. Lastly, I have a couple of something really fun on LinkedIn. Someone contacted me about possibly working for a theme park company in Beijing. You know, and that really like opened my mind. Like, it's not like an official offer or anything like that, but I was thinking about it for like a day and I was like, wow, like is my Chinese that good? And it was just opening up so many possibilities, because I know that there's a lot of theme parks going on in China, and it's very much a possibility in the future that I could go to China and stuff and go to work. Or England, there's Merlin's a big entertainment company as well, so I'm like, wow, there's so many possibilities and it's really expanding my vision. Yeah, alright, hopefully I'll get some job leads and get some new theme park work. I'll see you guys next week.